Avoid these 5 foods at night if you want to lower your stroke risk. Most seniors eat at least 3 of these on a regular basis without realizing the risk they are creating overnight. The question is whether you are one of them. Do you eat a quick snack before bed and wake up feeling foggy, dizzy, or with an odd pressure behind your eyes? Most people over 60 chalk it up to aging, but what if the real cause is sitting on your dinner plate right now? Here's what many seniors never hear at a routine checkup. Certain everyday foods, when eaten at night, can trigger dangerous shifts in blood pressure, blood sugar, and circulation while your body is trying to repair itself. According to the American Heart Association, nighttime is one of the highest risk windows for cardiovascular events in older adults because the body is far less equipped to compensate for these changes while asleep. What you eat in the hours before bed plays a direct role in your brain health and stroke prevention. Tonight's choices become tomorrow's risk or tomorrow's protection. Before we go through all 5 foods, if you are serious about senior health and want to hold on to your independence as you age, subscribe to this channel right now. Every week, we share science-backed strategies specifically for people over 60. Oh, and you absolutely do not want to miss food number 3 on this list, because it is the one most seniors believe is actually helping them. Now, let's start with food number 1. It may be something you had for dinner just last night. Number 1 on our list is cured and smoked meats like salami, pepperoni, ham, and sausage. These are dinner staples for millions of seniors. But research consistently links regular processed meat consumption to elevated stroke risk in adults over 60, largely because of their extreme sodium content. A single portion of smoked sausage can contain over 700 milligrams of sodium, nearly half the recommended daily limit for adults managing high blood pressure. At night, when your kidneys slow their filtration and your metabolism winds down with them, that sodium load forces your heart to work harder and keeps blood pressure elevated for hours while you sleep. Sandy, 72, from Nashville, Tennessee, had been eating sliced deli meats as her go-to evening snack for years. She started waking up around 2 or 3 a.m. with a pounding heart and a dry, tight feeling in her throat. Her physician connected the pattern directly to her nighttime sodium intake. Within 2 weeks of replacing deli meats with grilled chicken and hummus, she was sleeping through the night again. Try switching to grilled chicken strips, hard-boiled eggs, or canned tuna in water. Light, satisfying, and completely free of hidden sodium. And stay with me, because food number 2 catches almost every senior completely off guard. Most seniors who hear it immediately say it does not apply to them. By the end of this next section, almost every single one of them changes their answer. Food number 2 is refined carbohydrates like white bread, white rice, plain crackers, and instant oatmeal with added sugar. These feel like gentle, safe choices before bed. But research from Harvard's T.H. Chan School of Public Health links diets high in refined carbohydrates to increased cardiovascular and stroke risk, particularly in older adults. Here is what happens inside your body. Refined carbs convert rapidly into glucose, spiking blood sugar within minutes of eating. At night, your body burns very little energy, so that glucose stays elevated rather than being used. This promotes inflammation, contributes to blood thickening, and increases clot risk. For people over 60 who may already have reduced insulin sensitivity, this repeated nightly cycle quietly accelerates damage to blood vessels over time. Replace white bread with whole grain crackers or warm up a small bowl of lentil soup before bed. Both digest slowly and support more stable blood sugar through the night. Your brain health depends far more on overnight glucose stability than most seniors realize. But do not change the channel yet, because food number 3 is the one that generates the most pushback in our community every single time we cover it. Doctors recommend it. Magazines celebrate it. And for people over 60, the research now tells a very different story. I need you to hear this with an open mind. Food number 3 is alcohol. A glass of wine to wind down. A cold beer after dinner. For many seniors, this feels like a reasonable, even beneficial nightly ritual. But according to a landmark study published in The Lancet, there is no clearly safe level of alcohol consumption when it comes to stroke risk, and that risk rises significantly with age. Alcohol raises blood pressure, disrupts the natural drop in heart rate your cardiovascular system depends on during sleep, and blocks melatonin production, fragmenting the deep rest your brain needs for repair. For people over 60 who take common medications like aspirin, statins, or blood pressure drugs, Alcohol can interact unpredictably and intensify side effects in ways that go unnoticed until serious damage is done. If the evening ritual matters to you, swap the glass of wine for a warm mug of chamomile or lemon balm tea. Studies show these herbal teas support relaxation without any cardiovascular trade-off. You keep your wind down routine but remove the hidden risk entirely. And the next food on our list will likely surprise you even more. Food number 4 is full-fat dairy like whole milk, cream-based soups, and full-fat cheese. Senior nutrition guidance has long promoted dairy for calcium and bone strength, and rightly so. But timing matters far more than most people know. Research in cardiovascular nutrition journals has found associations between high saturated fat intake in the evening and increased arterial stiffness, a key contributor to high blood pressure and stroke risk in older adults. At night, your liver metabolizes fats more slowly. Saturated fats from full-fat dairy linger in the bloodstream longer, feeding low-grade inflammation and reducing the flexibility of arteries that are already naturally less elastic after age 60. Enjoy dairy earlier in the day, or switch to low-fat options at dinner. A small serving of low-fat Greek yogurt at 5 or 6 p.m. gives you the protein and calcium without the late-night risk. One more food to go, and it is hiding in nearly every kitchen right now. Food number 5 is high-sodium sauces and condiments like soy sauce, bottled salad dressings, store-bought gravy, and ketchup. These almost never come up in conversations about stroke prevention, but they should. The Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health identifies excess sodium as one of the most significant and modifiable risk factors for high blood pressure and stroke in adults over 60. A single tablespoon of soy sauce can deliver over 900 milligrams of sodium. Condiments and sauces drizzled across a dinner plate can silently push your total nighttime sodium far beyond safe levels, all without a single bite of processed meat. Most seniors never count condiment sodium because it hides in small amounts that seem harmless individually. The fix is simple. Season your food with garlic, fresh herbs, lemon juice, and a drizzle of olive oil. You get bold, satisfying flavor with none of the sodium burden. Track your condiment use for just 1 week and the numbers will speak for themselves. Removing these 5 foods from your evening routine gives your cardiovascular system the overnight conditions it needs to protect your brain, keep your blood pressure stable, and meaningfully lower your stroke risk. But removing these foods is only half of the equation. The other half is what you replace them with, and that decision is where most seniors either protect their health or stay stuck in the same cycle. You stayed for the full list, and most people do not. That already puts you ahead of where you were 7 minutes ago. Now here is everything you need to finish what you started. 5 foods out, 5 smarter replacements in. Instead of cured and smoked meats at night, reach for grilled chicken, canned tuna in water, or a hard-boiled egg. Instead of white bread or refined crackers, choose whole grain alternatives or a small bowl of lentil soup. It digests slowly and keeps blood sugar stable while you sleep. Instead of a nightly glass of wine or beer, brew a warm cup of chamomile or lemon balm tea. Your heart rate drops naturally, your melatonin rises, and your brain gets the deep repair cycle it needs. Instead of full-fat cheese or cream-based dishes close to bedtime, have your dairy earlier in the day and finish dinner with something lighter. And instead of bottled sauces and condiments, season with garlic, fresh herbs, lemon juice, and olive oil. Bold flavor, zero sodium burden. People over 60 who make these changes consistently report better sleep within days, lower morning blood pressure readings within weeks, and more stable daily energy within a month. Small adjustments at dinner can create real, measurable change in how your brain and heart function while you sleep. Tell us in the comments, which of these 5 foods surprised you most? Share this video with a senior you care about, and subscribe for more evidence-based senior nutrition and brain health strategies every single week. Your best protection starts with what you choose tonight.